Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So today I will present the material about character building in education. So let's start. Next slide, please. So the definition. A character is a mental quality that affects all thoughts, behavior, and character possessed by humans. Character can give role and function to a person's behavior. Character needs to be deliberately built, shaped, developed, and strengthened. In building character, it is strongly influenced by the environment, both the environment at home, in society, and extending into a national life. Character building is a non-stop process that comes from education, life experience, and the environment. Uh, Educational institutions must strive to become institutions that can truly contribute to the nation and state, especially for the quality of life and humanity in general. Realize character education progress with integrity, excel in charity, share with others, have faith in God with the hope of sowing and fostering the growth of character renewal based on the values that are owned to realize virtuous actions. Next slide, please. So, according to Undang-Undang Number 20 uh, tahun 2003 pasal 1 ayat 1, education is a conscious and planned effort to create an atmosphere of learning and the learning process so that students actively develop their potential to have religious, spiritual strength, self-control, personality, intelligence, noble character, and skills needed by themselves, society, the nation, and the state. Uh, well, the meaning of this provision is it essentially views education as a process to help children and adolescents become mature humans who are intelligent, character, moral, knowledgeable, and devoted, and master vocational or professional skills. Next slide, please. So the relationship between education and character building. In educational theory, character building is the general goal of teaching and character education in schools. So, character education is essentially to form individuals into moral persons who can live out their freedom and responsibility in relation to other people and the world in the educational community. This educational community can have local, national, and international outreach between countries. So, Ki Hajar Dewantara stated that education is an effort to encourage the growth of character or inner strength, intellect, and the child's body. These parts should not be separated so that we can advance the perfection of child's life. Character education is, I mean, character building is a very important integral part of our education. Education is also seen as a social system, meaning that there are groups of people who interact with their environment to get to education that is able to adapt to the environment, namely by as such as by making changes to the composition of and process of the parts that exist in education itself. So that education as an agent of social change is expected to play a role in 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 realizing changes in the values of attitudes, morals, mindsets, intellectual behavior, skills, and insights of students in accordance with the goals of education itself. Next slide, please. So, we talk about the four pillars of education according to UNESCO. The four pillars of education implicitly also address the need for character education. As you can see, there are four pillars of education that are expected to be upheld in the implementation of education uh, throughout the world, which include learning to know. Uh, Learning to know is related to the development of knowledge or insight, and learning to do is related to the capacity building and experience, and learning to be is related to the development of skills and achievements, and the last is learning to live together is related to the development of social and environmental adaptability. So the last two pillars of learning to be and learning to live together are essentially the implementation of character education. This character this character education has a vision of always directing itself to the formation of moral individuals. Uh, I mean uh, to to the formation of moral individuals capable of making decisions that appear in their behavior, as well as being able to play an active role in building life together. Character building starts from the family environment, because this environment is the first time someone is known since he or she was born. The family environment is very influential, because it is the basis for shaping a person's character. Furthermore, their living environment, social environment, educational environment, like such as school. So, next slide, please. So here there are four character development strategies. The first one is routine activities. Uh, Routine activities are activities carried out by students continuously and consistently at all times. For example, the flag ceremony every Monday, and others that are continuous. The second is uh, spontaneous activities. This is an activity that carried out spontaneously at that second. For example, like collecting donation or compensations for victims of natural disaster and others. And the third is exemplary. This is the emergence of attitudes and behavior of students due to imitating the behavior or attitudes to other people, such as in the school environment, like teachers and education personnel and all other adult school members who are around them. So it is imperative for teachers, education staff, and adults to be a good model, to be a model good attitudes and behavior. And the last is conditioning. Conditioning is an effort to create conducive conditions for the implementation of the character education process, such as the conditions of the teachers and principals' desks, which are neatly arranged, or the conditions of the toilets are clean and odorless. Next slide, please. We move to the success of the character building program. So it can be seen from the achievement of indicators by students, which include practicing religious teachings in accordance with the stages of adolescent development, understand one's own strengths and weaknesses, uh, shows a confident attitude, comply with social rules that apply in the wider environment, respect and diversity of religions, cultures, ethnicities, races, and socioeconomic groups in the national scope, And next slide. And demonstrate ethics or politeness in socializing, shows a friendly attitude to others, respect each other's opinions, and able to cooperate in working, able to work carefully, conscientiously, and diligently. And the last is able to recognize ourselves and the environment neatly. uh, uh, at the school level, the criteria for achieving character building are the formation of school culture, such as behavior, traditions, daily habits, and symbols practiced by all school members, and the community around the school must be based on these values. So, uh, this is the end of my presentation, of my explanation. I will open Q&A sessions. Anyone who want to ask, you can unmute your microphone, and I will answer your question directly.
Dina, please.
Okay, Dina, you can go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Dea. My question is, can you tell me what is the best from the fourth development strategy? Give the reason. Thank you.
All right. I think the best one is routine activities. Why? Because this strategy uh, can be done every day, so that children can get used to doing good things. Uh, like I said before, uh, such as the flag ceremony every Monday. So let me give you another example, like doing tadarus before teaching and learning activities. Uh, so every day, students must read and bring the Al Quran. So this such activity can develop their religious character. I mean, uh, so that students have noble morals. So I think the best one is routine activities, Dina. Did I answer your question? Dina. Next question, please.
Nasa, please.
Rizky, please.
Uh, Rizky, you can go ahead.
Okay, thank you. My name is Muhammad Pratama. I want to ask, is an introvert child will be difficult to improve their character building? Thank you.
I think so, because introvert children are more likely to be alone, which means they interact less with social creatures. So uh, to overcome this, I think we as a teacher uh, should guide and accompany them, and then let them do whatever activity they like, because introvert children like them is they need time to process, interact, and so on. So I think introvert child have the difficulties in this uh, in their character building. I think that's all my question. Did I answer your question, Rizky?
Yes, thank you.
We move to the next question. Sasa, do you have a question? Okay, you can go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Dea. My name is Salsa Riza. So my question is, how a confident attitude can be the measure of success of a character building program?
So, confident attitude. This is related to how children think about themselves describe themselves and realize their abilities. The self-confidence or confident attitude they show is, of course, influenced by how much they value themselves. Children who are confident will be I mean uh, children who are confident will be confident in their own abilities. Uh, as we know, character building is a planned effort or process carried out to embed positive things in children. So uh, I think that's all my question, my answer. Did I answer your question, Sasa? Bila?
Yes, Dea, you did. Thank you.
Uh, okay. Thank you so much for the questions. I think that's all from my presentation today. I will close. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.